Hello, everyone. We are here with another NDSU The Nice Center Student Spotlight. We're here with Wyatt Nitschke today. He is an entrepreneur at NDSU and has his own business. And we're going to learn a little bit about him and his business and how he's going through the motions with his business and all of that. So say hi, Wyatt.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're first going to start with our segment called Overrated or Underrated. And this is where I give him some things to go off of that he thinks are overrated or underrated. So, first one, making connections with like-minded businesses.
I think that's underrated. When two businesses, especially like-minded ones, when they're thinking in the same boat, it's really important for them to have connections, because one business is going to be doing things one way and then the other one's going to be doing them another way, and just to give each other ideas on what to do, especially I think like marketing and networking, that's super important to talk to somebody else.
Definitely, for sure. Okay, so the next one is getting all A's in college.
I think depends on your degree, so I'd say maybe a little overrated.
Yeah.
In some degrees where maybe you're going to be a nurse or a doctor, we would like to think all those guys are getting straight A's and you know what they're doing. But when it comes to, I think, more business degrees like where I'm at, getting a B every once in a while isn't going to kill you.
Exactly.
I don't think you need a 4.0 to get your next job or to start a business. I think it's really about making connections in the business world. That's really what's really important.
For sure. I'd agree with that. Okay, so the next one is the stock market.
Underrated, I think, especially for kids and young adults that are our age. I think a lot of the older generation, they know about the stock market, they're involved in it, and they have their money in it. But when it's college kids, I think it's underrated. I think every college kid should have some amount of money in the stock market, and at least getting to know it a little bit, even if it's not big time, just learning your way around it, I think.
Yeah. Especially this time of year right now, what's happening with all that stuff. I feel like I learned a bunch more about it than I knew in high school.
Yeah, there's been a lot of opportunities lately.
Yeah.
With coronavirus, it's bad most places, but it's been a decent place in the stock market to make a little money.
Exactly. Okay, the next one is LinkedIn.
What was that?
LinkedIn.
Honestly, I can't say I know what that is.
Okay, so LinkedIn is like a business platform where it's like a social media for business people, so you can get like job opportunities there.
Okay.
Or just kind of look into businesses a little more. I, like myself, am not on it, but I've heard that it's very valuable to be on.
Yeah.
So I don't know, based off of that, what do you think?
Obviously, I'm not on it because I didn't know what it was, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's underrated.
Okay.
Just because if there's an app or something out there that can connect business people, I think that's a great opportunity. I think we'll probably look into that when we're done here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this one's kind of funny. It's the laughing emoji.
Underrated for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone should be using that. Lightens up the day a little bit. Lets people know that your text isn't so serious.
Exactly. Okay, so our last one is movie theater popcorn.
Ooh, again, it depends what movie theater you're at. But I'd say underrated. Nothing compares to movie theater popcorn.
Exactly. All that butter and salt. It's a good combo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to get into our interview segment. So first question, what year are you in college and what is your major?
I'm a junior here at NDSU, and I am majoring in business administration.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your business endeavor. What have you been doing?
My business, or I shouldn't say my, it's kind of a family thing.
Okay.
My dad and I co-own it, we actually wholesale and retail fireworks in the summer. Um, Seems a little goofy, not something most people think about, but it started as just Dad and I selling fireworks in our small town of about 400 people, and we just thought it was super fun, and then we just built it every year since, and we try to add a stand or two every year, and it started about 8 years ago.
That's awesome. So when did you start thinking about starting your business?
We probably started thinking about it a whole year before it happened. We always went to the same fireworks salesperson, and every year we just had a good connection with them. We really liked going to the same person. We were loyal customers. And one year they were like, "You like fireworks so much, why don't you guys just sell them yourself?" So by that time, it was too late to start for that year because you can only sell for a short period of time.
Oh
But we're
yeah.
like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds fun. We'll try it." So then when the next year came around, he hooked us up with who he got his fireworks from, and then it just went from there.
That's awesome. So based off of your firework business, how are you involved with entrepreneurship? Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur, or did it just kind of happen one day and you're like, oh, we started a business? It's kind of cool. Tell me your thoughts.
It, it definitely did just kind of start. The business just came out of nowhere and we just kind of started it. I didn't think of myself as an entrepreneur before that happened, but
Mm-hmm.
since it has happened, I would consider myself one. We're always looking for new opportunities to get bigger and how to make our business better.
Oh,
And it's carried on further than that because now I look at a lot of businesses different now that I have my own. And I just think how other businesses can make themselves better or how I could start yet another business after college. So
mm-hmm.
I would say now, yes, I would consider myself an entrepreneur. But when we started this business, I certainly did not. It just came out of nowhere and we're like, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah. So do you have an emotional connection with your business? And if you do, why?
Yes. If something ever would happen where we'd have to shut down or quit or sell or something, it would be pretty emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to most people that it's like, well, you can only sell fireworks for 2 weeks out of the year in the summer. That's not a lot of work, but there is just a ton of work that leads up to it, pre-season and after the season, and it's just the amount of work that goes into it alone. Just it's not fun at the time, but it's just something
Mm-hmm.
you love. And during the winter, I'm always looking forward to the next summer.
Yeah.
So all the work, it just and then the rewards after the season, it just feels good to know you worked so hard for something. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's definitely emotion there.
That's awesome. Okay, what was your biggest obstacle while creating your business?
I think us as well as with most starting businesses is capital, being
Mm-hmm.
able to come up with money short notice to be able to buy products, to be able to put money down on rent for pieces of land and just that sort of thing. And when you're trying to build our business like we were a little bit at a time, it as you're trying to expand all the time, you need that much more product every single year. But
Yeah.
just it's always hard to get capital. So we were just constantly looking for how to get a loan and what we could put up for the loan and that kind of thing. So it's really been capital that's been the biggest obstacle for us, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you said the business wasn't just yours. You have it with your dad. So along with your dad, who have you collaborated with to make your business?
Well, we're there's been a lot of people between the start and where we're at now. We started buying from a wholesaler that's just up in Hillsboro,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still friends with him. We still know who he is, and we hang out and still get some products from him. And just from there, just all the relationships you have with all your customers and who your could be customers, and we go to all these conventions, and you just when we go to a convention, you meet new buyers and new sellers, and just all those relationships
Yeah.
are people we've had to collaborate with, and some some turn out better than others, and that's all right because it's got us to where we are.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so who are some people you look up to?
Well, on a small scale, obviously my dad, the other owner of this, he's really the one that puts in a lot of the work in the off season while I'm up here at college. There's a lot to do. I mean, putting in our orders for importing and to building our price lists. I mean, he does a lot of that background work that really doesn't get noticed. I mean, it's good to look up to someone, or I like to look up to him because he does put in so much work, and it just shows that I need to work just as hard as he does. A little bigger picture, I don't know. I just like looking at all entrepreneurs that are successful. I like to take a little something from all of them, I guess. I don't have one specific one, I guess, that I would say is like the one I look up to, but really just like looking at all of them and taking a little something from everybody.
Definitely. I think that's the best way to do it. So I have one last question for you today. This is for the audience. So what is important for aspiring entrepreneurs to know?
What's important for someone that wants to be an entrepreneur or that's just starting to be an entrepreneur is that there's tons of opportunities out in the world, whether you're in Fargo or bigger cities or smaller little towns. There's always something that can be done. I mean, just the opportunities. I mean, we run a fireworks business. Who would think of that? I mean, there's so many business opportunities. So just keep your eyes open. And once you do start a business, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's another big one. Go to other entrepreneurs and ask them what worked for them and what worked for them. Don't be afraid to ask your family members for support. Just asking for help is a big thing. Keeping aware of opportunities. And then once you're started, the biggest one is just working hard, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keeping your head up and staying focused and working hard.
Yes. Well, thank you, Wyatt. It was awesome getting to know you and your business.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anywhere, like, do you have like a website or Facebook, or what is the official name, I guess, of your guys' business? Is there any way we can find you?
Yeah, we don't have a website, unfortunately. We're still in the works with that. But the name is WT Fireworks.
Okay.
We have a Facebook page. We actually have two Facebook pages. One is WT Fireworks. And then our second Facebook page is called Big Top Fireworks. It's kind of a long story behind the two separate ones and different names, but they're both ours. On Facebook.
Okay. Well, awesome. I'll be sure to check that out. I'm sure everyone else will too. Once again, thank you for being on the show today. It was really nice having you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next time on the Student Spotlight.